r/AskReddit, what's a food that you can't believe people eat? Below. Surströmming. Literally rotting herring in a can that is bulging because of the gases being given off by it being, rotten. Ghost peppers. There's a point of spiciness that it becomes a kink for you. That Italian cheese that gets its flavor from fly maggots living in it. Most foods I can believe people eat because foods a lot of people call gross like offal or eating animals not considered food in the Western world like mice, or even spiders in Cambodia etc. was originally born out of poverty and famine. One food I can't believe people eat is live seafood like octopus and shrimp in places like Korea. There is no need for it. It will taste just as fresh if killed humanely minutes before. Brains. Doesn't matter which culture, eating anything's brains is something I don't get. No nutritional value and it looks and tastes gross. Rocky Mountain oysters. Oysters. Especially the people who eat 4 trays of them in a row on dates face with tears of joy. I don't get judgy about how different cultures view some animals, or animal parts as food that others don't. Haggis. Go for it. Insects. Knock yourself out. Rocky Mountain oysters? If you want. But blood pancakes? Blood pudding? Blood sausages? I can't wrap my head around it. Surströmming. The fermented fish in a can. That smelly pig guts or whatever my great-grandparents used to eat chitlins or something like that. Yuck. Sweet pickles. My dad always talked about how delicious head cheese was. I hope that's the right name for it. I don't know how, but he found a pig head and wanted to brine it in the tub as his mom used to do. Mom put a stop to that. I remember trying to eat a commercially prepared serving in aspic but just couldn't do it. Everyone else raved, though. This is the US. I think it's still served. Any TikTok recipe. I especially loathe the ones that demand you overcook pasta in some watery sauce and then smother it in cheese. Anything else? No, just cheese. Cheese equals flavor. Fuck nuggets, the lot of them. I was gonna come here and just say tomatoes, but now I feel kinda dumb after everyone else's replies. Super ultra spicy food that the devil himself would be worried of trying. Deep fried butter. FFS. Just yank out your heart and throw it off a balcony already. Fair food is so weird. People. Kopi Luwak, or civet poop coffee. Not only are the animals usually treated abhorrently, but ew, you're drinking poop juice. Papaya. It tastes like rotten food to me, face vomiting. Snails. People out here literally eating other people, and some of y'all are like, I can't believe someone would eat an olive. I just can't believe someone would eat lasagna, it looks so gross. Shark fin soup. From what I've heard, it's not even that good. It's bland and chewy. Why waste the time and resources to catch the shark, and why waste the money to buy and eat it? Vienna sausages and pickled bologna. Chicken feet. Like the actual feet with the nails and everything. My nana and dad eat them all the time, I don't know how loudly, crying face. Dog. Ass. Geoduck. Octopus and squid. They are so intelligent, please stop eating them. There is no food I believe people can't and won't eat. I am rarely astonished by humans' being and behavior. Canned tuna fish. Just the smell alone would make me choose starvation. To clarify, I meant tuna salad, or any meat salad that's mayo based. However, any canned meat is pretty damn nasty immo. Foie gras because it's so inhumane. Durian. I mean, what? Me personally, milk. I didn't grow up with it, it tastes like cardboard. Blue cheese. Good and plenty. Any type of delicacy meat that's just a baby animal. I'm not even a vegan, but it just seems disrespectful and wasteful. Pig blood cake. Head cheese. Shark fins. People also say they have no taste, so what's the point of killing so many sharks? Mopany worms. I won't eat chitlins, but will eat ass rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. Bats. Dog. Cheese that smell bad, I've tried some, for me they taste what they smell. Durian. Any raw meat. Pickled pig's feet. My mom loves THWM. Ortolan, French songbirds. Kept in the dark for a month so they are confused and overeat, then drowned in Armagnac. Ugh. Ketchup is fucking gross. Like, sweet tomato jelly you put in everything. Nasty ass. Durian. Century eggs or any kind of organs like brains or whatever. Durian. Surströmming, haggis, durian. Durian fruit. That shit is disgusting. Snake. Eating monkey brain in some parts of China. Like, who TF just casually opened a monkey's skull, took a bite of the brain and said, this is actually quite tasty. Liver. It's an organ that filters toxins from the body. Who would even want to eat that? I've made it a few times, even soaking the liver in milk and eating it with bacon, and it still tastes fucking awful. No wonder kids used to think liver and lima beans was a punishment and not a dinner. It is. Spiders. Steak tartare. You're eating raw meat with some vegetables and sauces. Gross. Cow's vagina. Meat and animal products. It's not even just the ethics of it, the thought of consuming dead flesh or even pus-filled cow's milk blows my mind. Taco Bell. Bird's nest soup. Cat, dog, rabbit, or rodent meat. Hot dog frankfurters. People know it's made of the offcuts of Noah's Ark, but they still chow down on them. Chicken flavored ice cream. Horrifically, it's a thing. Look it up. Also coconut. Fuck coconut. Chitlins are fucking disgusting and will ruin the holidays every time. I've never actually tried them, but the smell alone makes me vomit. Face vomiting, face vomiting, face vomiting. Liver and tripe. Chicken feet. Blood puddings and sausages. Velveeta. Beets. They taste like dirt. Human placenta. Dogs, cats, veal, liver from force-fed poultry, octopus, horse, lamb, goat, chicken, testicles, tongue, intestines, brain, eyeballs, any other organs not mentioned, pig, monkeys, deer, elk, snake. And probably another couple dozen animals that have brains. Pig's feet. Cow tongue. Kidneys. The house smells like urine when they cook. I'll just tell you one broad area of the food I can't believe people eat, there's much more. Sea bugs, also known as oysters, crayfish, sea cucumbers, etc. Like dude, they are regular slugs and bugs just living underwater. Meat. Any kind of insect. Poplars. Monkey. A scientist showed me a picture of a tribe he was with in South America. The picture was a bunch of monkey arms and hands being cooked on an open fire. He didn't partake. Shark meat. The smell won't get off your fingers for at least a day or two, even if you wash your hands with soaps. Taste is sickening. tripe. Tastes like a petting zoo. Check out Pig, which shows the measures some people go through when in extreme poverty. Sushi face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Spam. Spam. Duck embryos. I'm not for hating on other cultures' food, but I have hatched so many chickens, quails, ducks, there's all kinds of gunk and goo in those eggs, like legitimate waste from the embryo. As the embryo absorbs the yolk, it poops it out later. You're over here eating super raw duck shit. And the smell of eggs hatching in an incubator even when all chicks are hatching healthy and normal, my god. Why and how? Lutefisk probably number 1. And I don't like offal of any type. Unpopular opinions: I hate blue cheese or any of the strong, moldy cheeses, and think avocado tastes like wet dog smell. Lobster. It looks like a huge cockroach. Chinese food. Gutter oil food for human rights abusers. Black licorice. Or anything with that flavor, anise nauseated face. Century eggs. Lutefisk. Kimchi. It smells like rotten garbage because it is. Most food that looks like literal vomit or has the same consistency. Pineapple on pizza. Oysters nauseated face. Below. Steak tartare. Sanakji. Fried butter. Oysters and mussels face vomiting. Meatloaf face vomiting. Below. Century eggs. Liver. Not paid. Straight liver and onions like old people. Oysters. Steak tartare. Vegemite. Mayo Miracle Whip. Any of that super fermented / rotten stuff that ends up tasting / smelling like ammonia. Lutefisk / that can of death fish, the Chinese eggs buried in ash. The shock factor stuff you see in the Asian markets. And last but not least, the street food you see in videos in India. That's a hard pass. Oysters and mussels. Shark fin soup. Oysters and snails. Or escargots in French, so it sounds more fancy but it's still snails. And caviar. Testicles or those baby birds in eggs. Hackerel, ate some on a dare when I was in Iceland, nauseated face. Insects. Bugs. Maggot cheese. There are 3 different things I won't knowingly eat unless there is absolutely nothing else to eat and I'm slowly dying from starvation. 1. No brains. Temple of Doom, enough said. 2. No meat from baby animals. Critters should at least have a year or 2 to prance about a field before being slaughtered. 3. No sex organs. Especially after watching Fear Factor. Octopus. Cilantro. That shit tastes like soap. Frog, snakes, bats. It's not that I can't believe it per se, but I can't understand worms or caterpillars based on just the imagined texture alone. A little membrane with goo inside. I can't even handle it. I have problems with peas for the same reason, can't stop thinking they're like little eyeballs. Fish or water animals still alive. People, we eat millipedes. I grew up on an island where they're everywhere and I hate them more than mosquitoes. Dogs. Brains. Cheesecake. Don't understand how people don't find the texture and taste completely nauseating. And yet I'm apparently the weird one for hating it, lol. Insects, I mean, willingly. I'm sure nearly everyone has swallowed flies in their sleep or consumed weevils and ant/cockroach parts in prepared foods. And I wouldn't be surprised if rodent droppings made their way into processed foods. However, willingly eating cockroaches, centipedes, scorpions, mealworms, process beetles, etc. and particularly alive and / or in their original form / shape seems utterly disgusting to me. I don't even really get why anyone would want to eat a snake. I've heard there is such a thing as rattlesnake being used as a pizza topping. Biscuits and gravy. Below. Face vomiting, face vomiting, face vomiting. Lutefisk. Nothing. Just because it's something I won't eat doesn't mean I should judge other people for eating it. Woman shrugging, medium dark skin tone. Oysters, clams, why? Any seafood really. Chitlins. Chitlins. Pig intestines. That you literally have to clean shit out of before cooking. Yuck. Twinkies and that sort of thing. Fried grasshoppers. Tarantulas. Chitlins. Candy corn. Raw oysters. It's like eating someone else's snot. Oysters, oyster. They're like little snot pockets. Natto, which is fermented soybeans and is very popular in Japan. I lived there for a few years and the cuisine overall is fantastic, but I couldn't get on board with that one. Liver. American cheese. Chitlins face with spiral eyes. Balloons. Baby duck beaks and feathers and blood vessels, just seems like a textural nightmare. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this video and subscribe to never miss an upload.